Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful week. So today I have a video for you all about products that I would not repurchase. I love chatting about my favorites and I love doing hauls, but I think it's also important from time to time to tell you about products that I didn't like and things that didn't work for me. And some of these I just would not recommend. No matter what skin type you have, no matter what makeup interest, there's a few products in here that I just think were lousy. So it's fun to chat about them. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below which products you guys would not repurchase. And if you like these videos, I have a bunch of them on my channel. You can click the little eye above my head and all of my related videos will pop up so you guys can check them out, or check the description box below for a link. So I was actually going to do a whole video on this product, but I just didn't get around to it, so I thought I would mention it in this video, and that is the Blotterazzi by Beautyblender. I did have high hopes for this because I love the Beautyblender. I go back and forth, but currently right now I'm using it every single day to apply powder onto my face. So I thought I would like this just because I've liked a lot of the products that I've tried from Beautyblender, but I feel like it just wasn't really worth the money. The concept is great. It comes in this white case and you actually get two of these little Blotterazzis, they call them, and you're supposed to use these to blot excess oil off your face throughout the day. If you have oily skin, you are going to try anything to help remove excess oil, and honestly I just usually use like a piece of toilet paper or a blotting paper, which is super inexpensive, but I thought I would give this a shot because it's supposed to remove the oil but not disturb your makeup. And I did find that it removed the oil and it didn't disturb my makeup, but it didn't remove enough oil. I feel like it just didn't do that great of a job at blotting up excess oil, so I feel like for the price it really wasn't worth it to me. And I also feel like it's a little bit unhygienic. I know that you could obviously wash these every single day and it does come with two sponges, but I also felt like chances are I wasn't going to wash it every single day, so it was just kind of inconvenient to throw it in my bag, and I didn't want to reuse it after I already used it once. So just in general, I didn't like this product and I probably will never repurchase it. I actually have a second product that just didn't really work for me from Beautyblender, and that is the Micro Blender, or it's like the Micro Beauty Blender. I can't remember the exact name, but I feel like this product is just so, I don't know, it's too small. I feel like it was good in theory. It's supposed to help you reach like those hard to reach places, like maybe like right underneath the eye, the inner corner, but honestly it's so tiny and I feel like it's kind of pointless. I feel like the regular Beauty Blender does just as good of a job, but you can also use that for other things like blending out your foundation or applying powder, but these are so small, like you definitely couldn't use this to blend out your entire face with foundation, otherwise it would take forever. So I feel like if you're going to spend the money on a Beauty Blender product, I would just recommend the original and skip the micro one. I have two face primers from the drugstore that did not work well for me. I absolutely love face primers, so I'm constantly trying new ones, and honestly I'm not too picky when it comes to a face primer, but these two just didn't do a great job, and I feel like they made my foundation go on weird. It was patchy, or it kind of balled up underneath the foundation and it just didn't look very nice. So these are both from Covergirl. The first one is the Covergirl Outlast All Day Primer, and the second one is the Covergirl TruBlend Face Primer for Oily Skin. I feel like the primers themselves are very similar. The ingredients are really, really similar, so I feel like they kind of do the same thing and they feel the same on the skin. I didn't notice a whole lot of difference between the two, but I did notice that I didn't really like either one of them. They're kind of like a lotion type primer. They go on nicely, but I feel like your foundation just doesn't go on very nicely on top of them, and I would say that this one did help my foundation to last a little bit longer. So if that's something you're looking for, if you have oily skin and your foundation tends to wear off really quickly, it might be a great option for you. I just am really big on my foundation going on really nicely and really smoothly rather than staying in place longer. So if that's what you're looking for, it might be a great option for you. This one didn't really do anything at all, so I wouldn't recommend this one at all. I have a few mascaras. The first one is the Revlon Bold Lacquer by Lashes. This is supposed to make your lashes long and voluminous, but I feel like it just really didn't do anything for my lashes, and it wasn't dried out. There was definitely a lot of product in there, and I was surprised because this definitely looks like the type of brush that I would normally go for, but I feel like it just didn't put enough product on my lashes. It didn't really make them look any longer, any thicker, and I just wouldn't recommend it. There are so many good mascaras at the drugstore that I would stay away from this one. The other one is the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. I feel like I go back and forth. At one time I did really like this. I remember talking about it on my channel and I really like what it did to my lashes, but the more that I used it recently, I just wasn't a big fan. I feel like it's a drier mascara, and I feel like people either prefer a wet mascara or a dry mascara, and I definitely definitely prefer a really wet formula. So I feel like this just didn't do a great job at making my lashes look thick and voluminous. I feel like it does help with length, so if that's what you're looking for, this might be a great option. But I feel like for the price tag, I wouldn't recommend purchasing it, and I definitely won't repurchase it. So I feel like I am one of the biggest Laura Geller fans out there. I absolutely love her products. I feel like I constantly am trying them, and I never have anything bad to say about them until I tried this one. This is their Lip Strip Smoothing Sugar Scrub, and I feel like I had high hopes for it. I just wanted to try it out. I'm a big lip exfoliator fan, and my favorite one from Paula's Choice got discontinued, so I saw this one on Ulta's website, and I wanted to try it. And I feel like it's just a lousy product. The base itself is super waxy, and I don't feel like it really does a great job of exfoliating your lips. The sugar crystals inside of it are so large that you just really don't get a good exfoliation. I am using like a $2 one from e.l.f. right now, and that one is amazing. So I definitely wouldn't recommend spending your money on this one. I just feel like it wasn't that great of a product. So I am going to pass this one along to someone else. I tried the Lash Booster Mascara from Pixi, and honestly I haven't tried a ton of their products, but the few that I have tried I really liked. This mascara I feel like didn't do anything for my lashes. I have really short lashes, so they are a little bit hard to work with, but I feel like this one didn't make them thick, it didn't make them long, it just kind of coated them really lightly. So if you're looking for like a really natural looking mascara, this might be a great option for you, but when I wear mascara I want my lashes to look super dramatic, so this definitely wasn't the one for me. So I tried a few sponges from the Dollar Tree. I was just kind of looking for a Beauty Blender alternative, not necessarily a dupe, because I feel like a Beauty Blender dupe is so hard to find. I love my Beauty Blender, but honestly for $1 I thought I would try them, and I really didn't like them. At first I thought that this one was okay, but it is a really hard sponge, so I don't see myself blending my foundation or my concealer with it or applying powder. I don't really know why I would use this, except when I'm baking. I feel like this is a good option to kind of carve out your contour if you do that when you're baking. Because the sponge is so hard, you can get a nice, really precise line. So I did find that it worked well for that, but usually I'm too lazy to use two different sponges, and I'll just use my Beauty Blender. That being said, I'm actually using the Real Technique sponge right now, and I have been loving it. It's only been a few days, so I will keep you guys posted, but I think that that might be a great alternative. And then I just have two lip products. I got this one from a Birchbox. This is from the brand Arrow, which is one of Birchbox's brands, and it is their Boost Color Enhancing Lip Balm. I just feel like I always try these color enhancing lip balms, and I never like them, so I'm going to stop trying them. Honestly, I just feel like this just didn't do a great job at moisturizing my lips. It didn't feel hydrating, and the color that it boosted my lips to was not cute. It was like a weird hot pink color, and I didn't really like this, so I wouldn't repurchase this. The other one is the Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I feel like this just did not hydrate or moisturize my lips at all. It kind of just stayed on top and didn't really sink into the lips, so I would apply this before I applied my makeup, and by the end I feel like my lips were just not hydrated, not nourished, and I just didn't really like this. So those are all of the products that I would not repurchase this time around. Don't forget to let us know in the comments below if there are any products that you would recommend that we stay away from so we can save ourselves some money. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video.